Our third speaker today is Izzy Brown, and she'll be talking about why Tom Brady is not the GOAT.
Tom Brady is not the GOAT. He is not the greatest of all time. If you're unfamiliar with Tom Brady, he's a quarterback who played in the NFL, or the National Football League. The NFL is a football association with two conferences, the AFC and the NFC, 32 teams in total. He has played on two of those teams. He spent his first 20 seasons with the New England Patriots, and the previous two before his retirement with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If GOAT to you means the player that wins the most, then yes, Tom Brady would be the GOAT. But the definition I'm referring to is in team sports, a player who is regarded as the GOAT consistently performs at the top of their sport while carrying their teams to titles. I have three reasons why I think he is not the greatest of all time. One, he's been statistically outperformed by other quarterbacks. Two, he has a top-rated defense, which leads to a lot of his wins. And three, he has a great offense surrounding him. Back to number one. He's been statistically outperformed by other quarterbacks. One point that proves this is the passer rating. The passer rating is a statistic, and it's used to calculate the effectiveness of the ball thrown in a game by a quarterback. It's calculated by touchdowns, interceptions, pass yards, pass completions. It goes from a scale of 0 to 158.3. That means you're throwing touchdowns left and right. In the 2020 to 2021 playoffs, the average quarterback threw a 90.1 passer rating. 90.4 is what Tom Brady threw in that span, just above average. Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers, a quarterback from the Green Bay Packers, threw a 100.5 passer rating, noticeably higher. So why is Tom Brady being referred to as the best when this shows him as just above average? Two, he has a top-rated defense, which leads to a lot of his wins. Another statistic that proves this are interceptions. Interceptions are when the quarterback throws the ball and the opposing defense gains possession. It's so important in the NFL because it's less time for you to make those drives and get those points. You're giving away time to the other team. Tom Brady has a 3-to-1 interception ratio when throwing 3+ interceptions. That means 3 wins to 1 loss. Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers has a 2-to-8 ratio when throwing any interceptions. 2 wins to 8 losses. The average quarterback loses 87.5% of the time when throwing 3 interceptions, which obviously doesn't show on Tom Brady's ratio. This has shown just how much Tom Brady's defense has stepped up in comparison to Aaron Rodgers' defense and other teams in general defenses. And 3, he has a great offense surrounding him. It's not a secret, Tom Brady takes pay cuts. A pay cut is when a player takes less money than they're worth in order to have more money in their team's salary cap for stronger, more talented players who may cost more money. Even though this has shown to be successful, I think GOAT should only be valid for on-field accomplishments, not pay cuts. All in all, Tom Brady is not a bad quarterback, and he's shown to be very successful in his 22 seasons. But football is a team game, and I don't think the title of greatest of all time should be pushed onto one player when they're not even statistically performing at the top of their sport. Thank you.